Windsor, Wisconsin, peaceful, picturesque, a backdrop of summer serenity. Yet beneath the surface, a current of unease, whispers of a missing couple, the Haldersons. Gone, their son, Chandler, their self-proclaimed last contact. A community waits, holding its breath. A sense of foreboding hangs heavy in the air. Bart and Christa Halderson, beloved members of the community. Their disappearance, a dissonant note in Windsor's tranquil symphony. Days turn into weeks. The unknown festers, fear taking root. The veneer of normalcy starts to crack. Chandler, their son, becomes a focal point. A young man thrust into a nightmare, or so it seems. He tells stories, fabrications of his parents' whereabouts. Each tale, a thread spun to obscure a chilling truth. The idyllic facade begins to crumble. Beneath the surface, a darkness churns. The investigation deepens. The once familiar streets now hold a sinister undertone. The heart of the idyllic town beats with a mixture of hope and dread. The truth, a shadowy phantom, lurks in the depths. Chandler Halderson, an enigma wrapped in half-truths, a master manipulator crafting a persona of success. SpaceX he claimed to work for, a prestigious employer, a badge of honor. But it was all a lie, a carefully constructed illusion. His academic achievements, another layer of the deception. A web spun to impress, to project an image of ambition and drive. Yet behind the facade, a void of genuine accomplishment. His lies, a shield against inadequacy. The world he built was a house of cards, each fabrication a precarious layer, a desperate attempt to craft an identity that wasn't his own. But why? What drove him to such elaborate lengths? The answer lay buried beneath the surface, a dark secret festering in the heart of his charade. His lies weren't just about inflating his image, they were a smokescreen, a desperate attempt to conceal a deeper, more sinister truth. The more investigators dug, the more apparent it became. Chandler Halderson wasn't who he pretended to be. He was a phantom, his existence a tapestry of deceit. The investigation intensifies. The missing persons case takes a grim turn. Suspicions swirl around Chandler. His stories unravel. Inconsistencies emerge like cracks in a glass menagerie. The pressure mounts. Forensics experts descend upon the Halderson residence. Luminol illuminates the scene. Traces of blood. A gruesome discovery. The truth, it seems, has been silenced, but its remnants whisper a tale of horror. The evidence, though fragmented, paints a chilling picture. Chandler's composure falters. The lies, once smooth and practiced, become entangled. His alibi crumbles. The net tightens. He's brought in for questioning. A dance of evasion and half-truths ensues, but the evidence is a stern opponent. The interrogation room becomes a stage for a battle of wits. Chandler, backed into a corner, clings to his fabrications. But the truth has a way of clawing its way out. The walls are closing in, the weight of his deceptions crushing him. News of the Haldersons' fate sends shockwaves through Windsor. Disbelief, anger, a collective gasp of horror. The idyllic facade shatters completely. Their peaceful town tainted by violence. The realization is a bitter pill to swallow. The community mourns. Candlelight vigils illuminate the night. Pictures of Bart and Christa, their smiles frozen in time, serve as a painful reminder of what's been lost. How could this happen here? In their safe haven? Fingers point. Whispers turn to accusations. The name Chandler hangs in the air, heavy with suspicion. The once sympathetic figure now viewed with a mixture of anger and disgust. The community grapples with the knowledge that a monster walked among them. Trust, once an unspoken pact, is shattered. The tragedy serves as a stark reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface, even in the most unsuspecting of places. The healing process, long and arduous, begins. The scars of betrayal run deep. The trial becomes a media spectacle, with cameras capturing every twist and turn. The prosecution lays out a meticulous case, presenting evidence and witness testimonies that paint a damning picture. Chandler, the once confident manipulator, now sits in the defendant's chair, his lies exposed. The defense attempts to salvage the situation, but the evidence is insurmountable. Chandler's web of deception, meticulously constructed, lies in tatters. His composure cracks under the weight of scrutiny. The jury watches, their faces unreadable. Days turn into weeks as the trial unfolds. The prosecution presents a compelling narrative, a story of betrayal, deceit, and ultimately, murder. The defense struggles to counter the overwhelming evidence. The courtroom becomes a crucible, the truth forged in the fires of justice. The verdict arrives. guilty. A collective sigh sweeps through the courtroom. Justice, though it can't erase the pain, offers a semblance of closure. Chandler Halderson, the architect of his own downfall, is condemned by his own web of lies. The case of Chandler Halderson becomes a chilling reminder of the fragility of truth, how easily trust can be manipulated. The lengths to which one man went to maintain his facade of normalcy send chills down the spines of those who followed the trial. The impact of his actions extends far beyond the courtroom walls. Families question their own perceptions. The case becomes a cautionary tale, a stark reminder that darkness can lurk beneath the surface, even in those closest to us. The media dissects every detail, analyzing Chandler's psyche, searching for answers. Was it a sociopathic tendency, a lack of empathy, or something more? The question lingers, a haunting reminder of the complexities of the human mind. Chandler's story serves as a dark mirror reflecting the potential for deceit that resides within us all. It forces us to confront the uncomfortable reality that monsters don't always lurk in the shadows. Sometimes they hide in plain sight. What transforms an individual into a Chandler Halderson? This question continues to fascinate and horrify. Experts weigh in, offering insights from psychology and criminology. Was it a calculated decision or a descent into madness? Some point to a narcissistic personality, an inflated sense of self-importance. Others suggest a deep-seated insecurity, a need to overcompensate for perceived inadequacies. The answer, like most things in life, is likely a complex tapestry of nature and nurture. The human mind, a labyrinth of thoughts, emotions, and experiences, remains a mystery. We may never fully understand what drove Chandler to commit such heinous acts, but by studying such cases, we can hope to gain a better understanding of the dark potential that resides within us all. Chandler's story is a stark reminder that the line between good and evil is often blurred. It serves as a chilling testament to the capacity for darkness that exists within the human heart. The legacy of Chandler Halderson's lies extends far beyond his own life. It casts a long shadow over his family, friends, and the community he once called home. The trust, shattered so completely, can never be fully restored. Those who knew him grapple with the weight of his betrayal. How could they have missed the signs? Were there any? The questions linger, a constant reminder of the insidious nature of deception. The healing process is slow, fraught with emotional landmines. The community, forever marked by the tragedy, searches for meaning in the aftermath. Some find solace in their faith, others in the support of loved ones. But the scars of Chandler's actions run deep, a constant reminder of the fragility of life and the devastating consequences of unchecked deceit. The weight of his lies will continue to bear down on those left behind, a heavy burden to carry. The healing process may never be complete, but the community will persevere, their shared grief a testament to the enduring strength of the human spirit. In the wake of such a tragedy, the community of Windsor seeks solace wherever it can be found. The healing process is slow, a journey fraught with emotional landmines. The scars of betrayal run deep, a constant reminder of the fragility of trust. Support groups emerge, offering a safe space for those affected by the tragedy to share their grief, anger, and confusion. The act of coming together, of sharing their pain, provides a semblance of comfort in the face of unimaginable loss. The community rallies around the remaining members of the Halderson family, offering condolences and support. Acts of kindness, both big and small, serve as a beacon of hope in the darkness. The human spirit, though wounded, proves resilient. Time, the great healer, begins to soften the edges of their grief. The pain may never fully disappear, but it gradually lessens its grip. The community of Windsor, forever changed by the tragedy, emerges stronger, their bonds forged in the fires of shared loss and resilience. The case of Chandler Halderson serves as a chilling reminder of the devastating consequences of unchecked deceit. It forces us to confront the uncomfortable reality that darkness can lurk beneath the surface, even in those closest to us. His story is a stark reminder that evil doesn't always announce itself with grand gestures and menacing pronouncements. Sometimes it hides in plain sight, disguised as normalcy, concealed behind a carefully constructed facade. The legacy of Chandler Halderson is one of loss, betrayal, and the enduring power of truth. His actions left a trail of devastation in their wake, forever altering the lives of those who knew him and shaking the community of Windsor to its core. Though his name will forever be etched in the annals of true crime, it's the victims, Bart and Christa Halderson, who deserve to be remembered. Their kindness, their love for their community, will live on, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit.